Hey, welcome back to Sheridan, Wyoming. This is Cody Beers, and we're at Ernie Rotellini Field. I screwed that up, but we're in Sheridan at Thorne-Rider Stadium. And Elan, I've never asked you what your name is, your last name.
Olliff.
Olliff, okay. Elan Olliff, Cody Beers here, and hey, he asked me to come down and broadcast some games, and I couldn't say no. It beats working any day. Today, 1 o'clock game, we've got Green River and Douglas, and I believe Douglas is going to be the visiting team today. Green River will be home and in the third base dugout. Green River team, number 3 seed out of the West, 4 seed, excuse me. They had a good season, though.
Yeah.
Elan and Douglas, the number 1 seed out of the East.
Absolutely. I mean, Douglas, I think a lot of people expected Douglas to be number 1 out of the East. They've kind of been running things there all year. It was kind of a last-minute battle between them and Casper that decided it. It went 8 innings, that district championship game in the East between Douglas and Casper. Douglas pulled off a 2-1 win.
Well, Douglas will bring the pitcher of the year out of the East today. Louis Lepe will take the mound for the Douglas Cats in the game. For Green River, it will be the 5th-year player, Ashton Eldridge, who used to play in Evanston, you told me earlier, and is coming back after playing a year in college.
Yeah, this is his 2nd year in the Knights organization. As we are about, looks like we are going to go ahead and bump forward. But let's go ahead and real quick set the scene. Brought to you by El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant. El Paso, the best in the West. And Cody, you're absolutely right. Douglas and Green River, both these teams had a great season. Only one time did these two teams face off during the season. Green River actually got the best of them. And as you talk with Coach Ben Lail, he talks about how he likes his players, quote, young and dumb. So you don't too young to know better the big situations you put yourself in, and it paid dividends. They played a great game against Cody in the Western District semifinal. For Douglas, again, they are a battle-tested team and a team that feels like they are built to challenge and potentially win now. They're one of those probably, if you were to tier the field, you'd have to think Pal's number 1, but then Cody and Douglas are right next to each other, I feel like.
Yeah, there's some even. It'll be interesting to see how Green River does. They generally play well in postseason play. Bring it all then. This Green River team, Ben Lail, he's got 2 of his kids playing on this team, so I guess he can call his own boys young and dumb. They've also got a transfer in from Riverton, Chris Rennig, who hits in the 3-hole, plays center fielder for this Green River Knights team. But Douglas Green River today, again, Lepe's pitching will tell a lot, and then Eldridge having that experience as a 5th-year player, will be key in this game, I believe. So, start off pitching-wise. We'll see how the hitting goes for each team. But, again, do it like Cody does. Cody with the big win earlier today over Torrington. If you come out, you get your offense going early in this game. That's a big, important step, too, to advancing to day 2 in the winner's bracket.
That's the scene set today, brought to you by El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant. El Paso, the best in the West. And here we've also got a representative of the Wyoming Seatbelt Coalition, Cody Beers. And Cody, we talked with you a little bit in the first game, but you know what? Douglas, Green River, they could not be further apart from each other. They've played each other at a middle point, and they buckled up on their way there.
Boy, I played a doubleheader in Green River one night, and then we drove to the Bolins tournament after the game. Got into Douglas at 4 a.m. in the morning. It is a long route all the way to Rollins to Casper to Douglas. At night, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's a long trip, about 5.5, 6 hours in a bus.
Absolutely, and we invite you to buckle up every ride, every time. Big thank you to Buckle Up for Life Wyoming for sponsoring our broadcast today. Moving on to our Keys to the Game, brought to you by Elling Ford Brothers in Evanston. For all your cement, sand, and gravel needs, call Elling Ford Brothers, 307-789-1515. And Keys to the Game, Cody, you mentioned it. It's going to be getting the sticks going for both of these guys, especially Green River, as we will go ahead and go radio silent for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last eyes gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, that was our keys to game earlier. Again, get the sticks going for both of these teams, especially Green River as they face off against Lepe, the East Pitcher of the Year in the Single A. That is our keys to the game, brought to you by Elling Ford Brothers in Evanston. Call 307-789-1515 for all your cement, sand, and gravel needs. Moving on to our Varsity Inc. team intros. And Cody, you look at these teams right here, and there's some big names, of course. We've talked about Lepe, but you have to talk about Kerr, Boyson, Sullivan, Lenzen. There's a lot of names on this Douglas Cats team.
Yeah, they just reload every year. This is a product of a good program that was built through the years for the Douglas Cats. Lepe's been in the program for a number of years. You look down at the coaching staff for this Douglas team, you see former players, you see people who are still sharing the knowledge of this Douglas Cats program. On the other side, Ben Lale, he's been here for a handful of years.
Yep.
And so good to see this Green River Douglas matchup. Green River is going to be the visiting team today, the number 4 seed out of the West, and Douglas the number 1 seed out of the East, as Lepe, the left-hander, warms up. Douglas coming out, they're wearing the light blue pants, the navy blue jerseys for the Cats. It says Cats across their chest. For Green River, they've got gray pants and the green shirts up above, and I believe it says Knights across the chest on these green uniforms.
I want to give a big thank you to Varsity Inc. in Evanston, Wyoming for sponsoring our team intros as we are finally ready to get started. Game number 2 of the day. And this could be a good one as Lepe comes out. Again, you mentioned it. He's the pitcher of the year. And Cody, he has really done a good job keeping batters off balance. But Douglas and Green River, when they played, this was who was out there for the Cats. We'll see if that gives them any advantage. Lepe on the year, 38 1/3 innings pitched, a 10-0 record.
Wow. Well, he'll step in and face Q Liebolt.
Less than 30 walks to 84 strikeouts and a 1.32 ERA.
First pitch, swinging strike by Liebolt.
So those numbers right there tell you why he's pitcher of the year.
First round game in this State A baseball tournament. Second pitch goes high and outside. Count even 1-1 as Lepe right back up on the mound, getting signs from his catcher. Pitch on the way, and it's going to be high in the zone. Today's home plate umpire on the called strike 2 is Nevin Jacobs out of Powell. Here's Lepe.
Tell you what, you'd be hard-pressed to find a dugout that makes more chatter than the Green River Knights.
Yeah, they like to talk. Here's a short blooper into right field. Second baseman goes over for Douglas, makes the catch. That'll be Lane Kerr on that catch, and 1 out. So Ben Lale, catcher for this Green River team, comes to the plate. He'll be followed by Chris Rennig, the center fielder, and Lander Welch at third base. First pitch is a ball.
Cody, at districts, I got sick and tired of calling Ben Lale Jr., Ben blah, blah, blah. Eventually, someone, I believe it was Mom, said you can call him Benji.
Okay, Benji. With the swinging foul ball to the screen. And the count goes 1-1 on Lale. I call him Junior maybe.
Yeah.
Usually Dad, maybe he's cleaned it up, but he used to have long hair too.
Oh, no, that's a lost bet.
Oh.
To his 2 sons, actually.
Pitch outside, ball 2 on Benji.
He showed up with let's just say, a very, very close buzz cut to Districts, and all of us kind of took a second look, and he's like, I don't want to hear it. Turns out he lost a bet to his own kids.
Strike 2
on
Lale.
That's what's going on there.
And a swinging drop third strike. They'll throw to first just to finish it off. And 2 outs. And the first strikeout of this game for Lepe. That's a good story. I like it. Anytime a coach will lose a bet and actually follow through,
especially
something to be said.
Betting something so much as well.
Here's Chris Rennig, former Riverton Raider, steps in. First pitch high, ball 1.
Good to see Rennig have the season that he's been having, especially with, there was a point in time where a lot like other former Raiders weren't sure if they were going to get to play ball this year.
Yeah, strike 1. There was 3 18-year-olds on that Riverton Raiders team. One went to Colorado. The second one is first team All-State for the Casper Oilers. And then second team All-District was Rennig. Count goes 2-1 on Rennig from Lepe. Lepe works fast. Here's a fly ball lifted into right field. It's going to go over the head of the right fielder. And Rennig will stand up with a double.
Well, we talked. How important was it that we saw Cody to get the bats going in that first inning, and now you've got an opportunity for Lander Welch.
Malachi Lennon misplayed that fly ball. He started coming in and then realized it was over his head, and so Rennig at second base, and that'll bring to the plate Lander Welch, the third baseman for this Knights team. First pitch from Lepe, swinging strike. Lander Welch.
This Knights team is dangerous in these 2-out situations. We saw them multiple times throughout the year go down 0-2, but still end up bringing in some runs.
Rennig, good-sized lead at second. Nobody holding him on. Pitch outside. Ball 1 on Welch. Counts 1-1, 2 outs. Green River with its first hit of the ball game off the bat of Chris Rennig. Foul ball back to the screen for Welch. 1-2 count. Lepe looking to get out of this. He's all business. Steps right up on the rubber and takes the sign and brings the pitch. There's Lepe. Pitch on the way, goes low. Douglas Crowd did not like that. No call. Even up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lepe getting signs. Rennig off second. And a fake move back to second sends Rennig scurrying back toward that base. Beautiful day here in Sheridan. Slight breeze blowing in from right. Here's a shot into right field, and it's going to be scoring Rennig from second base. He'll slide head first, going into second, and he's safe at second. Is Lander Welch. He'll single and move forward on that play home, and it's 1-0 Green River Knights here early on in this game.
So a switch flipped for Ben Lale's crew in July, and they have been playing great ball. He talked about it on the 307 Baseball podcast, how they can kind of get off to a slow start historically, but they always seem to come ready to go at the state tournament. And listening to the crowd, you never know that Green River was about 6 hours away. Ashton
Eldridge, he'll drive it down the right field line. It'll drop fair and go into the corner. That's going to score Lander Welch. And going in safely with that rumbling, stumbling double is Eldridge.
Eldridge hit a homer on the first day of districts. He has been swinging a hot bat as of late. And now the Knights have jumped on top of the pitcher of the year out of the East.
All coming with 2 outs here. Easy first 2 outs, and since then, Green River on fire.
Jace Paoli is the next guy up, and this guy effectively ended the Evanston Outlaw season with a 3-run shot in Powell. Call him the king of the pink bat club. He's been using that pink bat all season.
Paoli steps in. Eldridge off second. Here's Lepe's pitch. It'll go high and inside. Ball 1.
If you're Lepe, you just got to take a deep breath. Remember that, hey, it's only 2 runs. It's only the top of the first. This game is in its infant stages. You can get those 2 runs back.
Good start for the night. Swinging strike 1 on Paoli.
As my friend Aaron Pulling would always say in these types of situations, well, you're probably going to have to score more than 2 runs to win this game to begin with. So giving up 2 isn't.
Yeah, 2 works. Strike 2 swinging for Paoli.
But on the other side, if you're Green River, you're going into the dugout with momentum, jumping on the pitcher of the year.
You love it. You absolutely love getting an early lead, making this guy work. Pitch goes outside. Ball 2. It'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That's when you turn the hat over and ask for change. Pitch on the way. Swinging strike 3, and Lepe will get out of it, but Green River strikes. 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and 1 left on. Hey, it's 2-0 Green River. We'll be back.
You're tuned in to the 2023 Single A State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
At High, we are with you is more than just 3 simple words. It encompasses the principles we live by to serve our members and local communities. So if you're looking to keep your banking relationships local with a partner who will always be there for you, look to us. We're High. We're Wyoming. We're with you. Visit yhigh.org to learn how you can be a part of something bigger today.
Welcome back, Sheridan's Thorne-Rider Stadium. And, boy, good first inning for Green River. They come out, score 2 runs on 3 hits with 2 outs.
You couldn't have drawn it up perfectly for the Knights. And now the key is going to be one of the first interviews, working in Evanston, we play Green River about 4 or 5 times a year. One of the first interviews I had with Coach Lael, we asked him what do they need to do to have success this season. He said, simple. Hit the ball, field the ball. Well, one
A-State tournament, second pitch goes low, ball 2. I learned the hard way as a coach, Elan, that you never question Nevin Jacobs' strike zone. Called strike 1 on Boyson.
Guessing you might have been rung up one time or 2.
No, never. He never sent me packing, but what a good guy, Nevin Jacobs. Ball 3 on Boyson. Jacobs drives a street sweeper in the city of Powell. Does it with 2. We'll get a full count on the leadoff hitter, Boyson. That's what you want your leadoff hitter to do, is see a lot of pitches, show the rest of his teammates what's coming. And here's a swinging 3rd strike. Good-looking pitch from Eldridge, nothing but fastballs. And 1 out on Douglas. There's shortstop Caden Robertson. Lane Kerr waits on deck, and the 3rd baseman, Chase Haller, in the hole. What a great name, Chase Haller. Haller in the chase. First pitch from Eldridge goes low. Eldridge doesn't look overly flexible. Throws the ball pretty stiffly, but he's a big man. Second pitch right down the middle, called strike 1 on Robertson. This Douglas team likes to hit contact hits. They'll look for holes. Don't know how much power they have, but here's one jacked into right center. It'll fall for a single. And with one out, Caden Robertson, first hit of the game for the Cats. Here's Lane Kerr, the second baseman for the Cats. One out. Caden Robertson on first base. 2-0 ball game. Eldridge in the stretch. And good looking pick, and first baseman wasn't sure he had the ball. That's Skylar Lee at first base for Green River. Back safely, back out in his lead. Here's the second pitch. It'll go high on Lane Kerr. That was actually the first pitch. So 1 ball, 1 out. Eldridge, pitch on the way, goes high, ball 2. Eldridge already over 10 pitches on the first 3 batters. And leading off first for Douglas, Caden Robertson. Reach base on that single into right center. Here's a ground ball foul down toward Coach Mortimer of Douglas. 2-1 count on Lane Kerr. 1 out. Eldridge comes set. Pitch on the way is going to be a fly ball in the infield. Third baseman comes in to make that catch. It'll be Lander Welch catching it right on the pitcher's mound for the second out. 2 outs, and Chase Haller, number 4 hitter in this Cats lineup, comes to the plate. Haller, third baseman for Douglas. Eldridge back up on the mound, comes set. Robertson off first. And a ground ball through the right side. It'll be a single. And Robertson heads toward third base. And he'll make it standing up, even though he slides head first. So first and third. It's fun to slide on the turf because you can slide forever. And he did just that. So runners first and third as Robertson goes to third base. Haller with the second hit of the inning for Douglas. Cameron Spence, been in this program a long time, left fielder for Douglas. First pitch from Eldridge, driven toward left and right at the left fielder who hauls it in, making that catch for Green River, Q Liebelt, and that'll finish off Douglas in the first. It's 2-0 Green River.
You're tuned in to First Bank of to the 2023 Single A State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe.
I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family.
I buckle up because it keeps me safe. Go Pokes, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Do something good for yourself yourself. Give your home a new look. At Kazine's Furniture in Evanston, their friendly staff will help you make your home a peaceful and beautiful place to be. Comfortable furniture, appliances, artwork, lighting, and accessories work together to create an enjoyable and inviting atmosphere in your home. Make your living and sleeping space a wonderful place to be. With brands like Serta, Ashley, GE, and more, visit Kazine's Furniture at 941 Front Street in Evanston.
Welcome back to Thorne-Rider Stadium. Dallin Bushelman flies out to the left fielder to lead off the inning, and now we've got first baseman Skylar Lee at the plate.
By the way, we got our Kazine's Ace fan cam brought to you by Kazine's Ace and Furniture in Evanston, giving us a chance to highlight and shout out our fans for both of these fan bases, both of them making the full week trip here to Sheridan.
Called strike 2 on Skylar Lee. Counts 0-2, breaking pitch just outside from Lepe's left arm. 2-0 lead for the Green River Knights. Could they make those numbers any smaller on the Knights' backs? Pitch goes outside, ball 2. Green Rivers are Douglas's numbers are like a foot high, and Green River's maybe 4 inches. Called strike 3 on Skylar Lee. So 2 outs quickly. Just like you said, Lepe comes out in the second on a mission.
Yeah,
2 up, 2 down.
If you're going to jump on an ace, you got to get it done in the first, especially when you know in a tournament he's probably on a pitch count, because I think they're thinking the only shot they may have against Powell and a Brock Johnson is if they throw out their own ace.
Shortstop Bracken Lale.
Tell you what,
count 2-0 on Lale.
If there was a breakout player of the year, Bracken Lale would definitely be up for it. Tough start to the beginning of the season, but he's been a defensive monster at the shortstop position. He's also in the middle of, I believe, a 19-game hitting streak as well.
Wow. 3-0 count on Lale, number 9 hitter. Called strike 1 on the outside corner.
Thought he was going for a trip there.
Yeah, he was getting ready to throw that bat. Head down the first baseline. Lepe fouled to the screen by Lale. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Lepe would have no problem meeting the Major League pitch clock. Here's ball 4 from Lepe. So we'll go to the top of the Green River lineup here in the top of the second inning.
I mean, how big is it, Cody, to have a number 9 guy who is on a massive hitting streak and just is overall smart at the plate?
Yeah, it's just big for the 9-hole hitter to get on base. Q. Liebelt, first pitch outside. Two nothing ball game here. 2 outs, top of the second. Lepe in the stretch. Pitch on the way. It's going to be a called strike.
Oh, that breeze feels nice.
It does. Green River struck for 2 runs with 2 outs in the first inning. 2 outs here. Pitch from Lepe, fouled to the screen.
And 2 outs here, and you've got Lale on, and then you've got the man who kind of got it started, Ben Lale, on deck. That breeze feels nice.
There's Lepe. He'll come set. Lale off first. High. Ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the second. Liebelt. Pitch on the way is going to go low. And a full count again for Lepe. He's went there 3 times in this game. There's Lepe, quickly comes set, looks toward first. Runner off, strike 3, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, a couple strikeouts for Lepe, and it's 2-0 Green River.
You're tuned in to the 2023 Single A State Tournament live on MyLocalRadio.com, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back to Thorne-Rider Stadium in Sheridan. Day one of the Class A 2023 state tournament. Winner of this tournament goes to Havre, Montana to play in the Northwest Regional, the only regional offered in the country for Class A teams, and the teams in the Northwest have kept it going. Wyoming teams have had a lot of success in that regional over the years, Elan.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you've got the Cody Cubs, who have kind of become the Cheyenne Sixers, the New York Yankees, if you will, of single A. But the Powell Pioneers, though, they want to go to Havre. So to the Knights, with the way they're playing this opening game.
Yeah, just a short road trip it would be for the Powell Pioneers. Here's Louis Lepe, and Eldridge on for his second inning of work. Wow. Hits that outside corner, called strike one.
Just dotted that one beautifully. Eldridge is most effective when he has that breaking ball going, and this is a good sign for the Knights moving forward.
Eldridge with the big kick on the way. He'll bounce it to home plate. Ball one.
On this field, it's kind of tough to tell if it's a bounce or a hit to batter because that bounced right in front of him, almost like it hit him. But, of course, the ump is there, and he's making the call. Plus, you don't see Lepe making any calls.
Eldridge pitch outside on Lepe. Ball two, and Lepe sets right up on that inside part of the batter's box. Pitch on the way from Eldridge, and it's low, and it'll go to the screen. Always wondered about the catcher just reaching for another ball. We had to run to the screen when I was playing every time. Taught you good defensive skills. Here's ball four. And Lepe will draw the walk to open the second inning for the Douglas Cats.
Bodes well for the Cats is usually if you walk that leadoff guy, he comes around to haunt you.
Malachi Lennon, right fielder, comes to the plate for the Cats. Cash Linson waits on deck. He's the catcher for this Cats team. Another ball bouncing to home plate by Eldridge, and going down to second on the wild pitch is Louis Lepe.
That was a good stop there by Lale to kind of hold Lepe from getting too far away.
Yeah, you've got to be working hard as a catcher, because if that ball's getting past you, it causes problems for the defense. And it's a long run to the backstop here in Sheridan.
Yeah, it's the exact opposite of the way that the field they're playing.
It's like a short drive down to the motel.
Yeah.
Here's Eldridge. He'll come set. Lepe off second. No outs. 1-0 count. Eldridge pitch fouled off out of the play out here to the right side. Landed in the Aspens here at Thorne-Rider Stadium. One count. No outs. Lepe like to score and help Douglas climb back into this game. Next pitch is low, ball two. Two-0 ball game as Eldridge back up on the mound, looking towards second. Here's the pitch, high, ball three. So Eldridge don't want to walk guys and put two guys on base here in the second. Make them at least hit the ball. Here's Eldridge. Pitch on the way, fouled left side. It'll be fielded cleanly by Coach Ben Lale.
Not a lot of errors over there on that coaching staff, that's for sure.
Gonna have to go talk to him about that haircut and find out what the bet was.
Pretty sure it was a cornhole game.
Full count. That's good. I like it. Here's another foul ball lifted out of play down the left side. Lennon fashioning himself a pretty decent at bat.
Yeah, and most importantly, it's getting the pitch count for Ashton Eldridge up. I know Coach Lael, obviously you would like to have a spot where you can bring Eldridge back later on in the tournament. He is one of your top 2 guys. But I also think Lael knows how important it is to win this game. He may stick with Eldridge for a while.
Lennon wearing the work gloves, brought to you by Lamont. And he'll hit the ball deep down the left side, foul.
Wow. The wind just kind of took it and kind of curled it over the line. You're right, he is wearing work gloves.
Saw the an outfielder for a Little League team do this a couple years ago from Gillette out at the Western region, and it spawned all kinds of comments by the ESPN announcers about Wyoming and ranches and hayfields and rednecks and all that stuff. Here's Eldridge in the stretch. He'll bring it, ground ball toward third. It'll be picked up and dropped, and they're just going to have to let Malachi Lennon go to first base on the air, so it'll be an error on the third baseman, Lander Welch. Lander Welch.
Welch eyed the runner back to second, making sure he doesn't give up any more than that. So now we'll see what the pitching coach here wants to do for Green River. This isn't Ben, so
and they may have Eldridge on a pitch count too.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see as teams both get together, and as an umpire, you wonder, okay, so what's the home plate umpire gauge before he starts walking out there?
About now.
Teams can always sense when the home plate umpire's heading toward the pitcher's mound. They'll retake their spots.
Yeah, you don't want to make the home plate umpire walk all the way out there because that's not going to go well. So kind of know, okay, yeah, we need to wrap this up.
So the catcher, Cash Linson, hits from the left side. He'll step in against Ashton Eldridge. No outs here. 2 runners on base. Top of the second inning. Or actually, bottom of the second, excuse me.
Buying or selling is
First pitch from Eldridge. Low, ball 1. Walks and errors can kill a defense, and that's what we've got here in this second inning. Lepe off second. Eldridge looks there, brings the pitch. It'll be bunted foul down the left side of the field toward third base. So now you know what Douglas may be pondering here with a 1-1 count.
I mean, tying run over there on first, and it's so much more game to go, but you don't want to squander opportunities like what we saw in that first game with Torrington.
Eldridge comes set. Pitch on the way. He's going to bend right in there.
Wow.
That thing may have been in around the back of the home plate. Beautiful looking pitch. Strike 2. Nice breeze blowing, if you can hear it in the mics. Coming straight in out of center field. Here's the pitch from Eldridge. Outside, ball 2. Big moment here early in this game. 2 on, no outs. 2-2 count on the catcher, Cash Linson. Linson squares to bunt with 2 strikes. He'll pull it back. Ball 3.
I was just trying to get that back door again. But at this point, you don't want to load the bases. You got to just go after him.
Full count. Yeah, you'd rather have an out here. The runners at first and second, and now Linson asks for time. He'll be granted. He'll step back. Things have slowed to a crawl here in this second inning. Eldridge comes set. Linson again squares to bunt. He'll lay it down with 2 strikes. Beautiful bunt. They'll throw to first for the out. Runners move up. Gutsy call by Coach Travis Mortimer.
That one just hovered along the baseline. Beautiful job. It held there for a while. I think it was a potential that Skylar Lee was waiting for it to possibly come over the line, but on this turf, the ball rolls completely differently, and it just rolled straight up the line.
So Lepe to third, Lennon to second, and that'll bring first baseman Tanner Johnson to the plate. Johnson will foul the first pitch down the right field line and out of play. So one out. Third baseman playing even with third. Here's the pitch from Eldridge. It'll bend in high. Boy, and that one looked good. Ball 2. One out. Douglas trying to manufacture a few runs here in the second. Eldridge, the big kick, and the fly ball delivered into short center field. Tagging at third is Lepe, and he'll hold up.
Wow, what a throw. That's Rennig in center who makes that play and just fires it in. Puts a dot and lets Lepe know we better think twice about that.
Yeah, Lepe held up. It would have been close. Throw was a bit offline from Rennig, but what a great play by the Green River defense.
It'd be big for Eldridge if you can get out of this jam with a 2-0 lead.
Center fielder Tegan Boyson now at the plate, another left-handed hitter. And here's the cut. It'll bounce towards shortstop, and he's going to beat it out, and a run will score for Douglas. That's going to go as an infield single. And Bracken Lale laid back on that bouncing ground ball. Could have maybe caught it before it bounced again, and it'll be an RBI single for Tegan Boyson. Batter Caden Robertson now for Douglas. He singled in the first inning. Runners first and third. Here's a foul ball out of play for Robertson. So big run there for Douglas. Cuts the lead to 1 run. Robertson back in there. Pitch right down the middle, and we'll see the first base runner move to second on the play. That'll be Tegan Boyson.
Yeah, defensive indifference, so they're not concerned about him at all. They just want to get this out at home.
2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Boy, just off the corner.
I really like what I've seen from Eldridge. He's got to just locate it in just a little bit more.
Lane Kerr, the number 3 hole hitter, waits on deck. Here's Eldridge. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Pitch on the way, right down the middle. It's going to find its way through the middle for a single, and it'll score 2 runs. So 2-run single here in the second for Caden Robertson. His second hit of the ball game, scores 2 runs, and Douglas takes a 3-2 lead at Thorne-Rider Stadium.
That was a huge hit. Eldridge thought he had that. He looked at his glove as if to say there was a hole in it. Rennig, unfortunately, was running up on it too quick, got speed jammed in center field, and that caused the go-ahead run to come in.
Lane Kerr, the Douglas batter, runner at first. First pitch goes high, ball 1 on Kerr. So just like that, 3 runs across in the second for the Douglas Cats. Fought their way back into this game. Here's Eldridge, pitch toward first. Easily back is Robertson.
Well, if you're Eldridge, you got to get out of this inning now. You can't let them build any momentum. This can't turn into a crooked number thing. You got 2 down. Just get that last out.
Eldridge delivers another ball, and now it's 2-0. So 3 runs across here in the second inning for the Douglas Cats.
And if they are holding Eldridge to 45, this would be the final batter for him.
Pitch from Eldridge, swinging strike. No movement from the dugout, so they're staying with their man here. Eldridge looks toward first. Pitch on the way is going to be hit toward third, and it'll get past the third baseman, Lander Welch, and then past the third baseman. He'll pick it up, and going in to second safely with the single, and he'll move up on the fielder's choice is Lane Kerr. So this Douglas Cats team getting their bats going in this second inning. 3 hits and 3 runs.
Winner of this game gets Cody tomorrow at 4 p.m. Loser gets Torrington in a loser out game at 10 a.m.
Third baseman Chase Haller. Now with runners on second and third, he'll ground it high toward third base. He's going to beat it out, and that's going to score another run for Douglas. Just a little miscommunication there between the third baseman and shortstop led to a hesitant stop for Lander Welch, and we're going to get the team coming together on the mound after that's another infield single. This by Chase Haller.
These are hard hit balls coming at the Green River infield, and I think Green River might be queuing in on something like, okay, let's get this last out. We need to figure out how to make these plays a little bit cleaner. We've had back-to-back kind of offensive speed jams, so to speak, and they just got to take a deep breath and relax.
Douglas will bat around in this second inning. The ninth batter to the plate is Cameron Spence, who flew out to left field in the first. Here's a pick back toward first. They nearly picked off Chase Haller.
Yeah, Skylar Lee just a little bit late with the tag.
Eldridge back in the set position. He'll throw toward first. And now we're starting to concern ourselves more with the runner than the batter. Eldridge comes set. Runner does not go, and it'll be ball 1 inside on Cameron Spence. So 4 straight hits by Douglas has translated to 4 runs here in the second. And safely into second with the stolen base will be Chase Haller. No throw. – 4-2 ball game. Eldridge comes set. Pitch to Spence. Outside corner. Called strike 2.
Or if you're Eldridge,
actually strike 1, huh?
Yeah, if you're Eldridge, you don't want to worry about the runner so much. It's 2 down. Just get the guy at the plate.
Yep. Got to get this guy right now. Spence in a great spot. Douglas back on their heels a bit. Eldridge pitch. Big leg kick. Fouled to the screen by Spence. And for Spence, the 5-hole hitter, he's been in this situation plenty in his Cats career. Chance to lengthen this lead. All gained in this second inning. Eldridge comes set. Spence calls time. Steps out. Umpires getting their rotation figured out here on day 1. Here's Eldridge. Big leg kick. Ball on the way.
Whoa.
It's hit deep down the left field line. It'll go foul by about 20 feet as it bounces over the fence.
That had power to clear the monster, but just couldn't straighten that out.
Couldn't wait. You hear that from the coach. Let it travel. Well, he let that one travel deep in foul territory with a big cut.
With the wind blowing in from center field, by the way.
2-2 count, 2 outs. Eldridge throwing a bunch of pitches in this inning, taking a bunch of time on the mound, and Spence backs out. All right, we're ready to go again. Here's Eldridge. Here comes set. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Ground ball towards shortstop, through Lael's legs, and that'll score 2 more runs here in the second inning. The Cats have batted around and sent 6 runs across the plate.
At some point, you got to stop the bleeding if you're Green River. You came in here with a 2-0 lead. You've given up 6 in this inning alone. I mean, it's not out of reach, but you got to just stop them here.
A 2-run error. And now we've got Louis Lepe, who's got to be the smiling batter out here, as he's the pitcher of note for Douglas.
He's also had quite a rest from the mound as well, as this has been a long inning for Eldridge. He's thrown 53 pitches now.
Pitch on the way, and a steal into second. Easily that time is Spence, as the throw was offline from Lael to Lael. Now 6 runs across, and I wonder if you're Coach Mortimer, if you're thinking, geez, do we start thinking about a different pitcher at this point with a big lead? Here's Eldridge on Louis Lepe. Pitch on the way, outside. Oh. Nice hustle play by the young Lael at catcher. It's Bracken Lael behind the plate. Counts 1-1. Umpire tries to correct the scorekeeper, to no avail. Pitch on the way from Eldridge. Swinging strike 2 by Lepe. Here's Eldridge, trailing 6-2. He'll look towards second, delivered home. Swinging strike 3 by Louis Lepe. That'll end the inning, but not before Douglas puts up a 6 spot on 4 hits. This is state tournament action in Sheridan.
Live on MyLocalRadio.com, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Trust, hard work, and experience is what you'll find at Brian's Muffler Shop in Evanston. Quality work at a great price. Brian's Muffler is the perfect fit for oil changes, stock and performance mufflers, and Anderson hitches and accessories. Call Brian's Muffler today, 789-7021.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
Welcome back. Thorne-Rider Stadium in Sheridan. Cody Beers here on the play-by-play with Elan Olliff. And Elan, are you Swedish or are you Norwegian?
Actually, none of them. I think it's a mix of Scottish and Irish on that one, and Welsh. So basically just Celtic.
I struck out. I've got a Norwegian exchange student. He'd love your name.
Oh, I'm sure.
His name's Ivar Lundby. All right, new pitcher on board for the Douglas Cats, Chase Haller. We get Cameron Green River get the first pitch to Ben Lael delivered high for ball 1.
It could be a really interesting situation here because Coach Moore clearly wants to use Lepe later on in the tournament. Question is it a little too early to pull him, especially with him kind of starting to groove in a little bit?
Foul ball out of play over the top of us by Lael. And he'll step back in. The younger Ben Lael facing Chase Haller. And a Second fly ball delivered. This one toward third base. Cameron Spence going to come under it, gather it in with one hand. One out. That ball went straight up and nearly straight down. One out. So Chris Rennig, who got the offense going for Green River in that first inning with a double, will step in. He's 1 for 1. Pitch from Holler delivered right down the middle, strike one on Chris Rennig.
Both of those runs for Green River coming with 2 down, so.
Pitch from Holler inside, ball 1 on Rennig. The 6th spot happened behind 4 hits and about 4 walks in that second inning for Douglas. Pitch fouled to the screen by Rennig.
By the way, our third inning brought to you today by Uinta Eye and Vision in Evanston, where our vision is to improve yours. And our scoreboard sponsor, Heritage Auto of Evanston as well.
It's game 2 of 4 here in the state Class A tournament in Sheridan at Thorne-Rider Field. Supposed to get temperatures somewhere around 95 today. The Sheridan area, strong breeze blowing, and we're enjoying it. Second pitch is high, or second ball is high from Holler. Chris Rennig, who doubled into right field in that first inning. Ball 3 delivered low, bouncing to the plate, and you get true hops on this turf, and you got to wonder if that messes with the minds of the catchers, because they've been dealing with their own home plates and dirt and rocks the whole season. Pitch payoff, called strike 3 on Rennig, and upset is the 18-year-old as he looks at the called third strike. 2 outs here at Thorne-Rider Stadium. And Lander Welch, the third baseman for Green River, comes to the plate. Holler pitching out of the stretch, delivers the first pitch low, but it's called for strike 1.
Well, you got to put up something, I think, if you're Green River, to start chipping this lead away.
Holler's second pitch bounces right around home plate. It'll be first ball. So 1-1 count, 2 outs.
Cody, this is the second batter in a row where he has started with a 1-1.
Holler's pitch fouled up above us, and then it bounces back on the field. Strike 2.
Looks like I had a chance to thread the netting over there for a second.
Looking at the banners out there in left field, I love the one called Murphy Law. I wonder if opposing teams see that once in a while when the ball's going over the green monster. The old Murphy's Law principle.
Cody had 2 of them go over the green monster earlier today.
And they were bombs. Here's a short fly ball lifted in foul territory. Boy, he nearly caught it. The umpire looked pretty nonchalant about that call, but he said foul ball, and it did bounce. Nearly caught there by the first baseman, Skylar Lee. Nope. Tanner Johnson, excuse me. Wrong team. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Welch, and he'll deliver the hit into left field. So Lander Welch with the 2-out single for Green River. They incidentally, and you mentioned it a while ago, Elan, they scored 2 runs in that first inning.
We'll see if they can get something going here. Eldridge, I believe, hit a double the last time up.
He did. It was an RBI double. Pitch from Holler, and Eldridge up the middle, seeing eye single through the center. Welch safely to second, and Green River now with maybe something brewing. Runners first and second with 2 outs. So right fielder Jace Paoli, and I'm going to have to look back into your broadcasts and watch that home run he hit in districts with this pink bat.
Oh, yeah, it was a booming shot, too. That game was just weird. There was a 40-minute rain delay. Green River was actually in the field and down by 1 when that happened. Evanston had runners on second and third. I think Evanston brought in 1 more after the rain delay. But it was just one of those games where it only could happen in baseball. Let's just put it that way.
Good stop by catcher Cash Lenzen of Douglas. Runner's going toward third. He's going to slide in safely. Lander Welch, the third baseman for Green River, successfully steals third base.
Eldridge holds at first, so runners on the corners.
1 ball, no strikes on Paoli. So does Eldridge steal? I'm not sure he's got the wheels for it.
I'd be okay kind of leaving him on first right now.
Haller's pitch on the way. Low. And it'll go as a ball. That's 2 balls, 1 strike on Paoli. Pick toward first as Eldridge gets back safely. A few more people starting to drift in. About 10 times the people we had for game 1, as there's a Lovell fan in the house.
He'll play Casper at 4.
Goes outside from Haller. Ball 3. So 3-1 count on Paoli. Haller eyes it, fires it outside. So Green River will load it up with 2 outs. What's the deal with these 2-out rallies and the Knights?
You know, it's just what they've been doing all year long, and now I think, you know, I wonder if there was a little bit of a deep breath kind of taken in the dugout when they didn't see Lepe out there, because it's, I mean, you got 2 off of Lepe, so maybe you can go and get a few more off of the number 2 guy, number 3 guy, whoever they bring in. But sometimes it injects energy into a defense if you bring in a new pitcher, but sometimes it injects energy into an offense if it's a new pitcher. And especially now that Green River seems to have something kind of building right now, we'll see what Bushelman's able to do.
Well, kids read stats too, Elan, and you know, when they read Lepe's stats, even though they'd had some success or seen teams had success against him, then you get the next guy and you're like, oh, well, maybe we can hit this guy, you know. So bases loaded with Knights.
It's one of those deals where you don't think the level of difficulty is going to go up.
Dallin Bushelman, the hitter for Green River, second baseman. First pitch low.
Cody, if 1 run comes in, this is a brand new ball game, and Green River has been very good in these situations this season, especially in July.
Haller eyes it. Here's a deep shot down the left field line. It's going to drop off the wall. It's going to score 2. Now it's going to score 3 on the 3-run double. And you called it, Elan. We got a ball game.
Wow. This Green River team in the postseason this year has found something. Don't know how else to describe it, but it has been absolute clutch hitting, great pitching. I mean, this team gave Cody all they could handle into the district semifinals. They're a number 4 seed, but do not count them out.
It's fun to see a ball bounce off the big green wall out there, and they did just that.
You wonder if Bushelman was dreaming a little bit about a grand slam as that thing took off.
Here's Haller. There's Bushelman. They're going to pick back towards second. No, they'll fake it. Bushelman's feeling his oats a little bit after that 3-run double.
Oh, yeah.
And we got a Green River hitter now as Skylar Lee steps in. All of these runs with 2 outs in the game for Green River. 5 runs. 6-5 ball game. Next pitch delivered low by Haller.
If you are Douglas, you got to figure out a way to put these guys away, because they have done all their damage just on the verge of you getting back into the dugout.
Haller, nobody holding on. The second base runner, Bushelman. Man, what a shot that was. Looked like it could have been out. It's about 7 or 8 feet up on the green wall. Here's a runner toward third. Bushelman slides head first safely. So he'll have the 3-run double and now steal third base successfully. And the count now 2-0 on Skylar Lee.
I've just corrected it, 1-1.
Okay, I apologize for that. Holler, high leg kicks, ball on the way, outside. Count goes 2-1 on the Green River first baseman. Holler still battling. Here's a little short fly ball hit into right. It's going to fall as the second baseman for Douglas slips and falls. And that was a turf shoe slip right there.
Just bad luck for Kerr. He came out, made the right play, but just slips. And that's why you hustle it out if you're Skylar Lee.
We've got a brand new ball game. We're tied at 6. 4-run third inning by Green River with 2 outs.
Well, we wondered during the break, how does Green River respond after giving up 6 in the bottom of the second? Well, this is how they do it.
Bracken Lale takes a called strike, number 9 hitter, and he represents the 8th hitter of the third inning for Green River. Holler comes set, pitch on the way, high, ball 1. Holler has struggled with control in this inning. Green River taking advantage of 3-1, 3-2 counts to make things happen. 6-6 ball game. Chase Holler delivers the pitch. Big cut for Lale, way out in front of it.
He was trying to score Lee over at first with that one.
His dad turns around, walks off. Minor disgust. Probably itching his neck after that haircut. Here's Holler, and a big cut for Lale ends the inning.
He went inside high, back-to-back pitches.
4 runs in the inning, and we got a ball game. It's tied up, 2.5 innings in, 6-6.
You're tuned in to the 2023 Single A State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
I'm Kendall Roberts with the Wyoming Seatbelt Coalition. Whether your car is a classic car or a new one, buckle up every time. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Welcome back. Thorne-Rider Stadium in Sheridan. 4 runs in the top of the third for the Green River Knights, all with 2 outs. We got a 6-6 ball game now as the Cats come to the plate in the bottom of the third. They'll send 7, 8, 9 hitters to the plate. Malachi Lennon will be the first batter. He reached base on an error and scored in the second inning. That was an inning that Douglas scored 5 runs. Elan batted around.
It makes you wonder if it's going to advantage Douglas after seeing Ashton Eldridge so recently. But Eldridge, with a pretty good rest there, we'll see if it rejuvenates him.
0-1 count on Lennon. And Eldridge will deliver the second pitch low for ball 1. That second inning took a while.
Yeah, it did. Here, let's see if the bottom of the third inning by Unit Iron Vision can speed up a little bit.
High from Eldridge. Green River fans not liking the calls.
That is pitch number 60 from Ashton Eldridge. You mentioned if he goes over 75, he's probably cooked for the tournament. So if he goes 76.
Here's a grounder toward third, picked up by Welch. Long throw across the diamond. They'll tag him.
Wow.
And it's an out on Lennon.
Great heads-up play there by Skylar Lee. Not panicking because it takes him off the bag, just goes in and applies the tag himself, gets out. But as I was mentioning, if Ashton Eldridge goes over 75, you know that coach is just going to ride him the rest of the way, and that will pretty much do him for the state tournament.
Cash Linson, catcher, batting left-handed. Throws right. First pitch outside, ball one. Man, it's a beautiful drive over the Bighorns this morning. I love that drive. About 50 degrees on top. Powder River Pass. Second pitch outside, ball two.
Top of that, you were in the desert just last week, so you're probably...
Man, my body doesn't know what the temperature is right now. Here's Eldridge, big leg kick. Called, strike two. Key for Eldridge, pounding that strike zone, making his infielders do work. And a foul ball back to the screen that time by Cash Linson. Went to Omaha, saw the College World Series this year. That was a dream come true.
Oh,
foul ball back to the screen.
I bet.
Wow, what an excellent environment. Though I will tell you, Elan, I ended up to where I just kind of despised LSU fans by the end of the tournament. That place was full of LSU fans. Here's a grounder towards second. Throw to first. And Linson goes down on the 4-3 play. 2 outs.
We'll see if the Cats can get something going with 2 down themselves. As right now, it does feel like Eldridge and the Knights might be gaining a little bit of momentum, especially if they get out of this inning tied.
Tanner Johnson, first baseman for this Cats team. Pitch on the way, delivered up the middle. It'll be a single. Rennig comes on, makes the play in center, but Tanner Johnson now, who flew out to center, now has a single to center. And back to the top of the lineup, we'll get Tegan Boyson. Hey, Bo. You want to have him jump on after this inning? Here's a a single delivered into left field, and going towards second base with a stand-up double will be Tegan Boyson. Second hit of the ball game, and that'll jump Tanner Johnson on to third base. Runners at the corners now for the Cats. I'm sorry, Boyson ended up at second with the double after I just said that.
Well, Cody, we were wondering how does Douglas respond to that 2-out rally by Green River, trying to get something of their own going to break this tie.
So runners second and third. Caden Robertson, who's been key all day, hits one back to the pitcher. Eldridge, he'll flip it to first, and that'll end the Douglas threat. 6-6 ball game. Winner of this game goes on, plays the Cody Cubs tomorrow, and we've got a special guest joining us here after a break.
Yep. This is the 2023 Single A State Tournament, live on mylocalradio.com, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions, 133 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cache Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cache Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth. Top of the fourth inning, as that one is popped up high by Q Liebelt and caught by the second baseman for out number 1. Joining us now in the Union broadcast booth, we have the winner of the first game, coach of the Cody Cubs, Mr. Bo White. Coach White, congratulations on the win. And, man, that was a great win for you guys to kind of set the tone. You guys do have a bit of a target on your back, of course, being the state champions, but, of course, you guys are kind of up there with Powell. But talk to me about how big it was for you guys to kind of get that monkey off your back.
Oh, yeah. First of all, thanks for having me on today, and appreciate what you do for the game of baseball in the state of Wyoming. So thanks a lot. Yeah, it's always good to get out and get that first win under your belt. And, you know, there can be some nerves in that first game, and I thought we came out pretty loose this morning and played, you know, we played hard and competed well, and thought we had a couple guys on the mound that got up there and really went at it. And, you know, we were able to string some hits together early and score some runs and give them some confidence up there. And I thought our defense played hard.
Benji Lale fouls that one over the third base line for strike one. 2 balls, 1 count. 2 balls, 1 strike, to Lale. And talk to me a little about the offense. I mean, we talked about in our keys of the game before, and it was getting the sticks going for you guys. You really got to go on with 2 big hits, one from Carlson, as that one is hit down the third base line. Lale is off to first, and it's a 1-out single for Benji Lale. But, yeah, of course, Carlson with the shot over the wall. But, man, Jack Schroeder just depositing that one in the bank as well, over the wall as well.
Yeah, boy, Jack's, he didn't miss that one, that's for sure. And Wyatt's was big, too. I mean, they had clawed back in it, made it a pretty good game, and it was nice to get that extra run on the board. And, you know, obviously Jack got us started early and put us on the board. And, yeah, I mean, it was big to get some runs early and kind of, you know, we had another inning, I think it was might have been the 4th, where we put several runs on the board. And
big opportunity for a double play for Douglas, and they can't get it. Kerr can't make the tag. Takes him out of the path. Throw to first isn't in time either, and it'll go down as runners on first and second with 1 down for Lander Welch. Coach Bo White of the Cody Cubs, you guys will take on the winner of this game. I assume you played both of these teams. What are you expecting from whoever wins this one?
Well, we've played Green River. We haven't played Douglas. Playing Green River last week, they compete hard from start to finish. That's a good, they're well coached. Ben does a good job with them, and they've got some guys who'll get up there and throw strikes. And as you've seen so far in this game, they really compete at the plate. They make it hard for you. And just watching Douglas, I'd say the same thing. Fundamentally sound, well coached. You're not going to get them down and put them away. They're gonna fight hard till the end. So, it's a state tournament. It's going to be a dogfight in everyone you have. So just got to come out and compete every pitch.
How nice is it for you as a coach of this team to not have to come back and play that 10 a.m. game and come back at 4 tomorrow?
Oh, boy, yeah, that is nice. I will say this, though. It was nice having that 10 o'clock game because it was a heck of a lot cooler. It sure has heated up right now.
Chopper to the shortstop. Roberts goes to second off for 1. Can't get to first. Coming in to score is going to be Benji Lale, and Green River takes the lead. Man, 7 runs with 2 outs for the Green River Knights today. That is some determined baseball. That is Coach Bo White with the Cody Cubs. Coach, thank you so much for taking the time to join us real quick. Best of luck the rest of the week. Hopefully we're talking with you more.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks for having me on. And, again, appreciate what you do for baseball in this state.
It is our pleasure. We'll go ahead and
have a good one, guys.
Thank you so much, Coach. We'll go ahead and bring Cody Beers back in. And, Cody, it continues 7 runs with 2 down for the Green River Knights as they take the lead.
Yeah, that was an error that scored that Green River run. They went for 2. It was a nice flip at second base, and then the second baseman just threw it away. So 2 outs, 7-6 ball game. That's a run that Douglas would like to have back. You just don't want to beat yourself in this tournament.
Ashton Eldridge, 2 for 2 now as the batter, and he is really been helping himself out. He's got a double and a single today.
Second pitch on the way to Eldridge. Big cut. And strike 1 on Ashton Eldridge.
Cody, he's got home run power, and he looked to try to make this a 3-run game right there.
Good to hear from Bo White. I know there was some relief on his face. First state tournament game as a manager for the Cody Cubs. Eldridge goes on that second pitch. On that pitch, and strike 2.
You know, there's only one thing harder than coming in and taking over a program that has not had very much success, and that is coming over and being the next guy to try to steer a dynasty. Of course, Bart Grin's a legend in Wyoming, and Bo White definitely worthy successor.
Here's the pitch and a foul ball left side. Yeah, Bart Grin's retired with 7 state championships, about 775 wins.
Wow.
Turned around a Cody team that was just in disarray and built a program, and wow, what a job he did, and a Hall of Famer in Wyoming. Here's a foul ball just left of the third base bag by Eldridge.
Eldridge putting on a good fight here against Chase Holler. By the way, Holler has thrown 43 pitches now.
Gotta wonder if they're thinking pitch count with Holler. Eldridge, 1-2 count. 2 outs. Holler looks towards second. He'll throw. No play as Welch gets back safely. 1 across here in the 4th inning for the Green River Knights.
And it came with 2 down as well. This is just a great clutch performance at the plate for the Knights.
Holler's pitch fouled to the screen by Eldridge. Hanging tough, the Green River pitcher. Looks like they're going to stay with Eldridge when they go back out there. Holler now over 45 pitches. Pitch on the way. Big cut. And a foul tip. Strike 3 on Eldridge. So that'll end the inning, but not before Green River gets a hit and scores a run as Ben Lail finds his way to home plate.
You're tuned in to the 2023 Single A State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy. I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
Welcome back, Thorne-Rider Stadium. 7-6 ball game. It's a great one here as Green River fought back with 6 runs in the second, all with 2 outs. Every run they've scored has been with 2 outs, and actually they had 4 runs in the 3rd inning and 1 in the 4th, but all scored, all 7 runs with 2 outs. Green River's been clutch, and as Elan said, they've done it throughout the postseason. Green River finds a way to play well in the postseason, and that's a tip of the hat to their coach, Ben Lail.
You know, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the Jackson Giants at the Double-A. Coach Jason Huggins always seems to play his best baseball at the state tournament.
Tough one hopper, fielded by the Green River second baseman, and he'll throw out Lane Kerr as we start the bottom of the 4th inning. So well hit ball, and just a really nice play by Dallin Bushwellman. He's the hero at the plate for Green River. Had that 3-run double off the wall. Here's Eldridge, first pitch. Breaks across on Chase Haller, called strike one. Eldridge settled in nicely after that big inning by Douglas. Here's a grounder toward third, fielded by Welch. He'll bring it across the lane, and man, a luxury of having a big, tall first baseman there. As reaching out, Skylar Lee makes that catch, and it's quickly 2 outs.
And if you're talking about pitch count, this is a great inning for Eldridge. By the way, 73 pitches thrown. We'll see if they let him go past that. I think 75 is where they need him to be in order to come back in the tournament.
Cameron Spence, who reached the last time on an error, sees the first pitch go low for ball one.
And we don't have any movement in the bullpen right now. Or Green River, that's just some kids throwing a ball around.
Eldridge, pitch on the way, hit hard, right side, foul, past first base by Spence. Two outs. Beautiful Wednesday. Eldridge, pitch, called strike. Bit high in the zone, but, it's a strike. They don't like those calls in college or the major leagues either. But the box is there, and it says it's a strike. Big cut by Spence, and the third strike called out by the home plate umpire. So that'll end it for the Douglas Cats. 3 up, 3 down in the fourth. We'll be back from Sheridan at the Class 1A state tournament.
Presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming, live on mylocalradio.com.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, BAS, and our brand new cybersecurity, also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back, Thorne-Rider Stadium in Sheridan. Cody Beers and Elan Olliff, and man, this is a good ball game. 7-6, a lot of ebbs and flows, back and forths. It was Green River jumping up 2-0 early. Then Douglas came back with 6 in the bottom of the second. They batted around, sent 10 batters to the plate.
Cody,
Green River struck for 4 and 1.
Yeah.
So,
Cody, the comment I made about how it never felt like Cody was out of control in that game. No one has really taken this game by the throat yet. This has been a roller coaster from top to bottom.
Here's Paoli. First pitch from the new Douglas pitcher, Tegan Boyson. Boyson bats right-handed, throws left. Was he in the field as a left-hander? I think he was in the field as a right-hander. We're not going to see that now. Pitch fouled out of play. 2 strikes. Here's a breaking pitch which goes high from Boyson on Paoli. Show him something different, and he did that. It went clear to the screen. Pitch on the way. Breaks across low.
It's a tough 1-2 count to lay off on.
Counts 2-2 now as Paoli with that pink bat. Big cut, foul to the screen. Count stays even. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Paoli, one of the most animated players in the state, has no problem celebrating when he hit that home run. He ran across the bases, ran around the bases, arms stretched out like he was flying. It was fun to watch.
Counts full. Here's the payoff pitch, foul to the screen. So Paoli getting his money's worth on Tegan Boyson. Good at bat.
7 pitches thrown in this one by Boyson.
Boyson with the left-handed throw, foul left side. So 8 pitches. It's kind of a nightmare for a coach when his pitcher's got to go 8, 10, 12 pitches on one batter. When pitch counts are a big deal.
Yeah, they may not be worried about it right now if this is a regular season doubleheader or anything like that, but you're going to need all hands on deck all week.
Boyson delivers the pitch. Swinging strike 3, but Paoli forces 9 pitches by Tegan Boyson. 1 out.
You know, that wasn't a empty strikeout because you're right. He worked him big time on it. 9 pitches to get to that strikeout. So that's how you greet a guy coming into a game. That's a good job by Paoli.
Dallin Bushelman, the second baseman, comes to the plate. Bushelman, the hero at the plate so far for Green River. That 2-out, 3-run double off the Green Monster. And the count now 1-1 on Bushelman. That led that 4-run outbreak in the 3rd inning for Green River. There's Boyson, pitch on the way. Big cut for Bushelman. He might have been trying to hit that one over the Monster.
He came close last time. Nice off-speed look there for Boyson.
Boyson, next pitch inside. It'll hit Bushelman, and he'll go to first base.
Oh, that's a heartbreaker if you're Boyson. You had a 1-2 count, and you lose him on one mistake there.
So 1 out, and we'll get the big first baseman, Skylar Lee, to the plate for Green River. Breeze picking up again, straight out of left field now. Coming up over the Monster. Maybe somebody's got a fan on the other side. Beautiful day in Sheridan. Special thanks to everybody in Sheridan for agreeing to host this Class A tournament. Play it on a field like this. There's Boyson. Pitch on the way, goes low on Lee. Ball 1.
Reminder, winner of this game plays at 4 tomorrow afternoon against the Cody Cubs. Loser plays at 10 a.m. against the Torrington Tigers.
There's a bouncer headed toward third. It'll get under the third baseman's glove. Nobody's at third, and if I'm the runner, I might have thought about going there as the ball gets under third baseman, let's see, Cameron Spence's glove.
Let's see what they scored that one on Game Changer. That was interesting.
I would score it a single. That's what I'll score it right now, and we'll see if it gets scored that. Bracken Lale, the shortstop, to the plate. Pick back towards second. They nearly picked off Bushelman. Good move by Boyson.
19-game hitting streak for Lale. Love to stretch that out to 20.
Love that stat. That's good stuff. Here's a foul right side by Lale. Taught well, him and his brother, to put the ball in play.
Well, when you have a dad that was drafted into the Anaheim Angels organization, you've got some pretty good teaching from the jump.
There's another pick towards second. Ben still live in Utah?
Yeah, I believe they're in Manila.
Yeah, it's a long drive every day. There's Boyson looking back towards second, focusing on that runner quite a bit. Here's the pitch inside, and Bushelman doing his job, drawing the attention of the pitcher away from the batter. Count goes 1-1 on Lale. Infield fly rule in effect. Here's a base hit. 20 straight games for Lael. You called it. And it's going to score a run from third. As coming home safely and scoring is Dallin Bushelman, scoring his second run of the ball game. So Lael now has hit safely in 20 straight games for the Green River Knights.
And when your number 9 guy is doing that, that almost serves as like back-to-back leadoff guys. And now Liebelt is in a great situation here. By the way, that's the first run they've scored without 2 out down.
You're right. And, you know, if you can, like you say, a 9-hole hitter, that's a big weapon. And somebody who doesn't mind being in that spot either is fouled to the screen is Q Liebelt.
You want to know the scary thing is that they're both sophomores. So
wow.
they're going – this Green River team is young, they're hungry, and there's talent in the lower ranks that are coming as well. This is going to be a team to keep your eye on.
Big cut for Liebelt, strike 2. So 1 out here, runners first and second, 1 across in the 5th. Green River leading at 8-6. Boyson comes set. Pitch on the way will be a 3rd strike, swinging 3rd strike. And so 2 outs now as the first 2 retired here in the 5th inning have been strikeouts for Tegan Boyson.
Yeah, he's done a really good job kind of keeping the Green River bats kind of off balance, but at the same time, Green River has found something here.
Benji Lael's going to single into right field, and they're going to hold the runner. Nope, they'll send him. I thought Ben was holding him. I think he ran right through the hand. As scoring is Skylar Lee all the way from second base.
I think you're right, but it's one of those deals where, hey, it works, so he looks like a genius. If it didn't work, it wouldn't have turned out okay. But now this is the biggest lead of the day for Green River.
So the 2 Lael brothers, 2 singles results in another run, an RBI single for Ben Lael. 9-6 ball game. Green River fell behind and it's just clawed back in a big way. Here's another hard hit toward second base and an unassisted 3rd out for the shortstop, Caden Robertson, and that'll do it. 9-6 ball game. Green River building that lead here at the Class A state baseball tournament.
You're tuned in to the 2023 state tournament live on mylocalradio.com, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Water testing, community enhancement grants, seedling trees and wildflowers, classroom lessons and specialty workshops, composting and conservation of water and soil. The Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve Uintah County residents. Visit our website today, uintahcountycd.com.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe.
I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family.
I buckle up because it keeps me safe. Go Pokes, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back to Thorne-Rider Stadium. Cody Beers, Elan Olliff, and Casper in the house. The Drillers making their way in. Good-looking white uniforms they'll play with today. And, of course, Tanner Gailey, the coach of the Casper Drillers. Used to be the AA coach until Kalen Hill came in and took over. Casper's in the driver's seat at the AA tournament along with Cheyenne. That'll be a winner's bracket game late tonight. And the winner of that game will get a bye on the 4th day of the tournament. So
we're going to have Scott Mangold calling the our nightcap tonight. So I'll probably be keeping an eye on that game.
Louis Lepe, starting pitcher now playing in left field, will step in. He'll take the first pitch low for ball 1. That'll be a fun one. Probably tune into the live stream tonight. Watch that one. Pitch goes high. Ball 2.
That is 79 pitches thrown by Eldridge. We'll see how long Coach wants to push this one.
Eldridge, pitch, big cut for Lepe. Looked like he pulled his head pretty bad on that swing. Never discount a Douglas hitter. They're taught by one of the best, Zach Andrews, former coach at Douglas. They all hit the same. Here's a called strike 2 on Lepe.
Cody, when we went into the second inning, it felt completely different when Green River was up 2-0, and then Douglas was able to roar back. Douglas has not put up any runs since the second when they had their 6-run flurry. So it does feel a little bit more like Green River might be in the driver's seat here.
Momentum's huge in the game of baseball, and you know, one big hit for Douglas could turn this thing around, but Lepe crowding the plate here on a 2-2 count. Pitch on the way outside, so the count will go full on Lewis Lepe, and you got to wonder, Ashton Eldridge with the heat, starting to get a little tired maybe.
I mean, he's been out there. This is going to be pitch 84 right now.
Lepe draws the walk.
Looks like we do have some action in the Green River bullpen right now.
Malachi Lennon will step in. Malachi 0 for 2 in this game. Reached on an error and scored in the second and grounded to third in the third. Here's Eldridge. Big cut. Strike 1 by Lennon.
That was a type of swing by Lennon where you got to make sure you don't have a hole in your bat. He was right there where you needed to be, but just swung through it.
Yeah, you'd like to see smoke and flames, right? Pitch on the way. Foul to the screen. Of course, the new bat rules. Everything's got to be stamped USA Baseball, certified by USA Baseball to play. Wood bats aren't the same, but you won't see anybody using wood probably in this tournament. Here's Eldridge. He'll come set. And a foul ball. He just caught a piece of that, was the batter, Lennon.
Good fight here by Lennon.
Green River leading this one. 3-run lead. Scored 4, 1, and 2 in the last 3 innings. Pitch on the way. Good looking pitch. Called strike 3. That was a great bender, and boy, you got Lennon looking.
That's 88 for Eldridge. You'll have to let me know. Is that it for the tournament for him?
That should be it for the tournament. He'll get to go to 105.
At this point, you might as well take him all the way. Yeah. Save your bullpen arms. I know Carson Hansen is locked and loaded for Green River. Also, Skylar Lee was the one who pitched a great game against Cody last weekend.
Called first strike on Cash Lenzen, the catcher for Douglas.
Bracken Lale also a option for Coach.
Ground ball toward the middle. Could be a double play. Nope, they'll throw it toward first. It'll be late, so an infield single by Cash Lenzen will move the runners to first and second. And if you're Douglas, right now is when you got to strike.
Yeah, you don't know if you're going to get this opportunity again because Eldridge has done a good job kind of keeping you off balance. So now's the time to go, and now's the time to get it done if you are Douglas.
Well, and you're getting your rally out of the 6 through 9 hitters as the number 9 hitter Tanner Johnson steps in. First and second, 1 out. Big cut, big bender, strike 1.
One thing you don't want to do if you're Johnson is ground that thing to one of the middle infielders.
0-1 count on Tanner Jensen. He's 1 for 2 today. Singled his last time. Flew out to center in the second. Pitch on the way, hit him. And that'll load the bases for the leadoff hitter, Tegan Boyson. And you got to wonder, is Green River going to make a move here with the bases loaded?
There is action in the bullpen. There has been for a minute, so maybe they're trying to buy some time.
Lale calls time and heads toward the mound.
See if we get that first pitching change.
Conference at the mound and conference at third base as the Cats got something going here with 1 out. ground ball could end it, but a base hit could open the can here for Douglas.
Right now, 10 hits for Green River, only 2 errors for the Knights, 9 hits for Douglas, 4 errors for the Cats.
They're going to stay with the fifth-year player, Ashton Eldridge, and he'll step in now against Tegan Boyson, the leadoff hitter. Tegan in this game 2 for 3. He doubled the last time, singled in the second, and struck out in the first. Double would be huge. Big pitch for Eldridge. He'll ground it towards shortstop. They'll get the lead runner at second. They got him, and that'll score 1 run. But more importantly for Green River, they'll get the second out on the fielder's choice. Tanner Johnson will leave the field, and 2 outs now as Boyson on the first pitch hits into the fielder's choice.
So since they got Johnson at second, it's runners on the corners. Keep your eye on Boyson. He may try to go.
Caden Robertson steps in. He's had a big bat in this game, 2 for 3 with a pair of RBIs. Here's Eldridge, first pitch outside, ball 1. 2 outs, 9-7 ball game. Douglas inches a bit closer here. Bottom of the 5th inning. Eldridge, pitch on the way, goes outside, ball 2. No more walks. I'm sure Coach Lale's thinking, let's get this guy to hit it.
Like, they got their man from the bullpen in the dugout, so we'll see if they make that change quick.
Eldridge comes set, runner going, but the ball's going to be fouled out of play, so he'll have to go back to first. Caden Robertson, Tegan Boyson back to first.
Casper Oilers, they were the state runner-up, Drillers. They were the state runners-up to Cody last year.
Young ball team, they're the feeder program for the Oilers. And going to second after that bouncing ball to the catcher is Boyson. So second and third now with 2 outs. Single could tie the game. Eldridge now going out of the windup. Pitch on the way. Low, ball 4. Will we see a change? Coach Lale's, he's debating it, chewing on the seeds like he always does, and we'll get Eldridge coming in. He'll face Lane Kerr, who grounded out to second. Maybe the hardest hit ball of the game last time up. First pitch, grounder up the middle. Big play toward first. They will not get it. 2 runs will score. We're all tied up.
It's the game that keeps on giving today.
He'll get an infield single, Lane Kerr. 1 RBI, and then when he threw to first, the second run scores on the fielder's choice. So 9-9 ball game, 3 runs across. Runners on first and second for Douglas. Caden Robertson at second, Lane Kerr at first, and Chase Haller, the batter. Haller 1 for 3 in this ball game. First pitch called strike 1. Chase Haller, the 8th batter for Douglas, to the plate in this 5th inning.
This is the first time they've scored since the second, and they seem to be going all feast or famine. They're either putting up a crooked number or they're getting shut out in the inning.
Eldridge got to be getting tired here as the ball fouled out of play.
That was 101 right there.
So 2 strikes now on Chase Haller. Haller with an RBI, pair of singles. 0-2 pitch. Runner takes off toward third, called swinging strike 3 on Chase Haller, and Green River gets out of it, but we're all tied up. It's 9-9 from Sheridan.
You're tuned in to the 2023 Single A State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Red Devil pride runs deep with the team at Callis Automotive. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders. You'll always find quality products at fair prices at Callis Automotive. We're proud to serve our customers, our community, and our Evanston Red Devils. Stop in today. Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Get a degree or certification, earn your high school GED, get job skills, become CPR certified, or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta BOCES number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
Welcome back to Sheridan, Thorne-Rider Stadium. Cody Beers, Elan, Olliff, and man, we got a good one here. It's not exactly a pitcher's game, but we're seeing a lot of back and forth in this one as Douglas took an early lead. Now they just battled back from a deficit. They've tied it up, and now it's Green River's turn, maybe, as Tegan Boyson now in his second inning of work.
Knights were able to have a pretty good showing against Boyson. We'll see if Boyson's learned anything.
Cameron Spence, I'm sorry, we're Green River batting. Sorry about that. Lander Welch, the leadoff hitter for the Knights, as Wynn trying to blow away my score sheets. 6 in the second for Douglas, 3 in the fifth to tie up this game. Pitch from Boyson goes low. The count is 2-0 on Lander Welch. Welch in this game has got, he's 2 for 3. Reached base all 3 times, once on an error. So Boyson back up there. Douglas willing to throw the whole staff today if they can get a win. Pitch goes outside as they're in their third pitcher in Tegan Boyson.
And pitch counts haven't been a huge concern for them. Everybody else is coming in around that 45 or under, so they're not really worried about throwing the whole staff as long as they can keep them limited.
3-1 count on Welch, and he'll draw the no-out walk, and so Green River already with base runners aboard here in the top of the 6th. We'll see Ashton Eldridge now to the plate, the pitcher. Actually pitched a pretty solid baseball game.
Fortunately, unless he can get the lead here for his team, he won't be on for the win, but he can do no worse than a no decision.
Boyson picks toward first, back safely.
Eldridge, by the way, 2 for 3 with a double today.
Yes, he is. Last time up, he struck out. Pitch on the way. Eldridge fouls it to the screen right off the end of the bat. Eldridge with an RBI on a double in that first inning. All but 2 of the runs scored with 2 outs for Green River. Pitch on the way, called strike 2 on Eldridge. That was a zippy little fastball from Boyson. 0-2 count, 9-9 ball game. Welch off first for Green River. And we're going to get, yes, he did go around. Strike 3 on Eldridge, so back-to-back strikeouts for Ashton Eldridge, and 1 out on the Green River Knights. Jace Paoli will step in. Paoli in this game has struck out twice and walked once and scored. Pitch on the way from Boyson, outside, ball 1.
Good layoff. It started in and just kind of broke away.
I wonder maybe if Welch will try to steal second. Stole third his last time up. Pitch goes outside, ball 2. Boyson quickly comes set. Called strike one on Paoli. Start getting into the 6th inning, you start seeing fans walking the bleachers. You see a little bit more nervous tension. Called strike two all the way around. 2-2 count on Paoli. Pitch on the way from Boyson, fouled back to the screen. Waiting on deck is Dallin Bushelman. Bushelman today with 3 RBIs. Pitch goes low, bouncing to home plate. That's a full count on Paoli.
That is pitch 35 he's thrown. So if trends hold, you got to think he might be finishing up his shift today.
Paoli having himself another great at bat. He did this the last time too.
I think he got 9 pitches out of him.
He did.
He was the first one he faced too.
Pitch on the way, grounded toward third. It'll be fielded foul by Spence. So another foul ball for Jace Paoli. Or if his parents buy lottery tickets, get the Paoli. I'm sorry, that was bad.
You couldn't help yourself.
I've had people say stuff about my name forever, you know, so it's like full count, 1 out. Paoli at the plate. Boyson comes set. Pitch on the way, outside, ball 4. That's 2 walks this inning.
So this time he wins the battle, and that is a huge walk. He's celebrating as if it's a homer because he realizes how big it is, and I think that's going to do it for Boyson.
Yeah, we'll get a pitching change here as DuBois manager heads toward the mound. Let's see who he's going to call on.
See if he does take the ball.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He takes the ball.
All right, so we will have a pitching change. We'll be right back after this. You're tuned in to the 2023 Single A State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
Welcome back, Sheridan. Tegan Boyson got some wise words, and he's still pitching. Runners first and second for Dallin Bushelman. Big cut, strike 1.
So that was a longer conversation. It looked like he took the ball from him, but they're going to stick with Boyson, and maybe it was one of those conversations where they gave him the option.
I believe he did take the ball at one point, but he gave it back to him. Here's Boyson, breaking pitch, breaks outside for ball 1.
Yeah, it's definitely been fun to kind of watch both of these managers, how they have been handling the different points of this game.
Bushelman has scored twice today. He's got that 3-run double in the 3rd inning, which helped Green River score 4 and climb back into this game. Here's the pitch from Boyson, fouled to the screen. Strike 2 on Bushelman. One out. Count 1 and 2 here in the Class A State Baseball Tournament at Ernie Rotellini. Oh, geez, I can't even say that.
Rotellini?
Rotellini Field. Rotellini Field.
Rotellini.
There it is.
I almost want to say Rondinelli for obvious reasons.
That's what I want to do too. A lot of history here at this ballpark. A lot of connections between Sheridan and Cody baseball through the years. Here's Boyson. He'll come set. Runners first and second, 1 out. 1-2 pitch. Big cut. Strike 3 as Bushelman goes down swinging. And that'll be the second strikeout of the inning for Tegan Boyson. So Skylar Lee, Green River first baseman, will come to the plate. Can he keep this rally going? 9-9 ball game. Lee is 2 for 3 and 1 run scored in this game. Welch all over the place. They'll throw it into center field, but Welch will just stand up, and that's what he's trying to do, is get into the head of the Cats pitcher. Welch stole third the last time he was on second.
8 of the 9 runs by Green River scored with 2 down.
8 of the 9, wow. Here's the pitch from Boyson, fouled back to the screen by Lee. Count goes 0-1. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Boyson comes set. Pitch on the way to Lee, goes low. Bounce to the catcher. 1-1 count. Still a breeze blowing in out of left field, and we've welcomed that all day. Here's the pitch from Boyson. Fouled left side. Strike 2.
If Green River's held scoreless, it would be the first time since the 2nd inning they haven't gotten anything.
One-two count, 2 outs. Pitch on the way. Strike 3, and Lee started the swing, tried to hold it up, could not. And Boyson strikes out the side after we thought he was gone. 9-9 ball game, heading to the bottom of the 6th.
You're tuned in to the 2023 Single A State Tournament, live on MyLocalRadio.com, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Water testing, community enhancement grants, seedling trees and wildflowers, classroom lessons and specialty workshops, composting and conservation of water and soil. The Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve Uintah County residents. Visit our website today, uintahcountycd.com.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe. I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family.
I buckle up because it keeps me safe. Go Pokes, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back. Thorne-Rider Stadium here in Sheridan, and we've got a pitch and change for Green River. It's going to be Carson Hansen coming off the bench. He'll replace Skylar Lee, and moving over to first base will be the pitcher of record in this one. Actually, not the pitcher of record in this one, Ashton Eldridge. Ashton will throw 6 innings for Green River. You have the skinny on him from his stats, but solid outing for Eldridge. Not one you're going to get your name in the newspaper about, but solid.
5 innings pitched, 8 hits, 9 runs, only 1 earned, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts.
All right, we'll get Cameron Spence stepping in for Douglas as Carson Hansen now will start the 6th inning for Green River. First pitch, high, ball 1.
So 20 1/3 innings pitched in 7 games, only 2 starts, so he's not exactly a starter. 2-1 record, 21 hits, 21 runs, 12 of them earned, 4 walks to 18 strikeouts, and a 4.131 ERA.
Ball 2 from Hansen. 2-0 count, 9-9 ball game here in the bottom of the 6th. And here's a strike delivered right down the middle.
Hansen was the one who came in relief of Skylar Lee in that Cody matchup. Pitched really well, also got the win against Evanston later on that day in a elimination game at the district tournament.
Big cut by Spence, evens up the count 2-2. Nice breaking pitch. 2-2 count. Hansen with the pitch, big cut. Ball's going to go to the screen, and Spence is going to reach first base on the drop third strike.
That's tough for Hansen. You got to put it out of your mind that you should be up one down. But he's making good pitches. You just got to keep that up.
So Douglas with that all-important first batter on base. Doesn't matter how you get there. You want that guy on base now as Luis Lupe steps in. Lewis has walked twice and struck out once in the ballgame. So Hansen now will throw out of the stretch. You got to think Spence is going to be stealing at some point in this at bat. Here's a bunt headed toward first, and it's going to be, headed toward the pitcher. Hansen makes the catch, throws toward first. One out as getting back safely.
Couldn't get that bunt down. It popped right into the glove of Hansen. Tried to double off Spence.
Yeah, just a bad break for Lepe on that one. One out for Douglas. Green River will take that break any day. There's Hansen in the stretch. Spence takes off towards second. Lale's throw towards second will bounce and in safely, easily that time is Spence. So Cameron Spence now in scoring position with one out and one ball on Malachi Lennon.
That drop third strike is huge. That's the whole reason they got the go-ahead runner in scoring position.
Lennon has hit the ball twice today, both to the left side of the Green River infield. Last time up, he struck out looking. Ball 2 delivered on Lennon. Big outs here for Green River. Pitch on the way, called strike. Fans didn't like it for Douglas. The best angle on those pitch balls are up here in the stands, always. Here's the pitch on the way, and it goes high, ball 3 on Lennon. So 3-1 count on the Douglas right fielder. Hansen comes set, looks back towards second, delivers the pitch. It'll go low and outside, and Lennon draws the one-out walk.
Benji Lale immediately calls timeout, wants to go talk with his young pitcher. Well, the whole infield is going to come talk with him.
Yeah, pretty key time here is we'll get a visit from the Green River pitching coach. You need outs in this situation. Game's on the line, and it is on the line at this point. One run can literally make the difference.
And that drop third strike is the whole reason why that guy is on second right now for Green River. It's got to be frustrating for Hansen thinking I should be 2 down with the one on right now.
And that's probably what they're talking about. Just forget about it. Let's get a ground ball somewhere. Are we going to cut the run at home, maybe move the corners in, play for the double play up the middle?
They had a very pretty double play against Cody. It was a 5-2-3. So third base, ground to third base. Third, instead of throwing out the runner heading to third, they throw home to get the force out home, and then Lale fires a strike down the line to beat the runner to first.
One out, runners first and second. Here's Cash Lenzen. Lenzen has had a sac bunt in this game. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Batted the ball toward first base in the second inning and was thrown out at first. Here's the pitch from Hansen, and it'll be a called first strike, inside corner. Good looking pitch.
And Hansen's one of those young Green River Knights that we're going to be hearing about a few years now, and really something that Coach Ben Lale is really excited about.
1-1 pitch on the way. High, ball 2. Yeah, as you said, nothing fancy that's put runners on first and second. A strikeout, drop the ball. Here's Spence heading toward third. Here's a little grounder up the first base line. It'll stay foul, and the runners will have to return to first and second.
Attempted a double steal there. We'll see if they have shown their cards and if they're going to try it again or if they'll stay put on a 2-2.
Tanner Johnson, the number 9 hitter, waits on deck. There's Carson Hansen. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Pitch on the way. Swinging strike 3, and that was probably ball 3. But Lenzen will go down swinging for the second out of the inning.
That is a huge strikeout because now all you got to do is get the runner out at home, whether that's a ground ball to first. Don't worry about the other guys on. Strikeout just makes it so much easier now with 2 down.
Tanner Johnson 1 for 2 in the ball game. Hansen's pitch outside. Nice dig out by Lale behind the plate.
He's had himself a good day back there.
Good athletes, these 2 Lale boys. Call him Lale cubed on this Green River team. Here's Spence. He'll take off toward third. He's going to go in safely. Easily stole that one. Cameron Spence ends up at third. So now first and third for Douglas and a 2-0 count on Tanner Johnson.
Lenzen has also had a good day behind the dish for Douglas as well. You can't not mention that.
Hansen's pitch, he'll slip coming off the mound, and we're going to get a foul ball, playable. Looks like Eldridge over there makes the catch, and that'll retire the side for the Green River Cats. 9-9 ball game going to the 7th at the state tournament in Sheridan.
Brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming, live on mylocalradio.com.
Red Devil Pride runs deep.
Freeway Tire offers a nationwide service protection plan that covers service parts and labor on select systems, keeping your vehicle on the road. Plus, it includes coverage for towing, lockout service, flat tire changing, fuel, oil, and water delivery service, and jump starts. Knowing that your vehicle is covered at over 50,000 dealer locations nationwide provides that peace of mind wherever you are. Get the details. Visit Freeway Tire and ask about the service protection plan. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
Welcome back. Thorne-Rider Stadium here in Sheridan. Frank Gambino in the house. And Frank, who's going to win this one? Does anybody want it? This is like the Chicago Cubs or something playing. They never want to win either. 9-9 ball game here. And coming on for another inning of work is going to be Tegan Boyson.
All right, here's Bracken Lale. Has hit safely in 20 games straight. This is where you have that advantage of having your number 9 guy being on fire. He's basically serves as a leadoff guy to get to that top of the order. Big opportunity for Green River.
First pitch from Boyson, outside, ball 1 on Bracken Lale. Lale brothers, they've been busy today. One behind the plate, one at shortstop. I'm sure when Dad was dreaming about this game, that's what he envisioned, his boys making a difference. Ball 2.
He's flat out talked about how he loves that it's the Lale boys and going out there and getting business done. But you also have to take your hat off to Carson Hansen, Ashton Eldridge.
Well, and this Douglas team, man, they've been fighting. They've had to come from behind in this game. There's just a lot of little mini plots in this one. And ball 3 delivered from Boyson.
And with how deep each team has gone with their bullpen, it's almost like they're really putting it all out there to win this game and not really worry about tomorrow. If you Because if you win this one, you're in good shape. If you lose tomorrow or lose today, you're in a dogfight with Torrington tomorrow.
Yeah, and you don't want to have that loser-out game. Bracken Lale just draws a 4-pitch walk from Boyson. So the leadoff hitter on as Q Liebelt coming to the plate.
He's 0 for 4. He's due to go off. No better time than right now.
Liebelt has hit the ball twice to second base in the air and struck out twice. Pitch on the way from Boyson. And we're going to get another foul ball heading back behind us from Liebelt. Bracken Lale at first base.
I don't think anyone thought this was going to be a race to 10 runs.
Bunt, nice bunt. That's going to move a runner. And they'll get Liebelt at first base on the sacrifice bunt. 1-3 there. So 1 out. A possible go-ahead run now at second base on the sacrifice bunt. And here is Ben Lale, or as I was told earlier, Benji. Pitch from Boyson on the way, called, strike 1. Boyson doing a nice job in relief for this Cats team. Keeping them close. Keeping them so that game is winnable. Here's the next pitch from Boyson. It'll be blasted back up the middle. Picked up by the second baseman to first for the out. And Boyson took one off. Oh boy, that's not a place you ever want to get hit with a ball. But the runner goes to third. It'll be Lale making his way to third now as the play made at first.
That was a well-hit ball by Lale, just right to Kerr, who's able to finish that up. And they're going to talk with Boyson. Are you able to continue, buddy?
He tells his coach, I got hit here, and the coach, Mortimer, turns around and leaves with a smile. Probably said something like, no, it didn't. No, it didn't hit you there. That one hurt. 2 outs. Runner at third in Bracken Lale, and now the hitter, Chris Rennig. Chance to be the hero. Center fielder steps up. 9-9 ball game. Runner at third base. There's Boyson, first pitch outside, ball 1. Boyson going to try to make you chase that outside pitch. He'll come set. Lale at third. Pitch goes low, ball 2.
All right, now Rennig is getting a great count here. Should see something here pretty quick.
Rennig in this game 1 for 2 with a strikeout. He had a double in that first. Here's a hit into center field, way high. Camping under it, can of corn. And that's the third out as Chris Rennig flies out to center field. Making that catch. It's not Tegan Boyson, he's pitching. Who went into center?
That was Haller.
Chase Haller making that catch. And we'll go to the bottom of the 7th in a 9-9 ball game. Well, Douglas coming to the plate. Sorry about that.
We'll actually keep it right here since we've got the ads run through on the format. But, man, tell you what, who wants it more? That's the question right now. If you're Green River, you're wanting to get to the 8th inning. If you are the Cats, you want to end it right now, and you got to think that this is huge. This very well could be someone pushing all their chips to the table for tomorrow.
Well, and if you're the Cody Cubs and Coach Bo White, you want to see this game go to extra innings to burn up pitching. 4 o'clock game today, Casper and Lovell. Casper, the number 2 seed out of the East. Lovell, the number 3 seed out of the West. And then the 7 o'clock game tonight, one of the favorites in this tournament, the Powell Pioneers, hosting the Sheridan Jets, the host team in this state tournament.
Update from the AA state tournament. In the top of the 7th, Gillette has Sheridan down to their final strike, up 4-2.
Wow. number one team out of the state coming in. Number one seed may go down. The Sheridan team, of course, coached by first-year coach Austin Cowan.
What a job he's done.
He really has. Here's the leadoff hitter, Tegan Boyson. Bottom of the 7th, and Hansen delivers a called first strike. Wow, that would be a huge win for Gillette, who struggled this year against Sheridan. Ball 1 on Tegan Boyson. Boyson's got a chance to help himself here. He is the pitcher of record for Douglas, and he'll single into left field. Sharply hit. First hit in the field in a long time for either of these teams. And the leadoff hitter on, Tegan Boyson. So 1 on, no outs. Boyson scores. We could have a walk-off win for Douglas. And here's Caden Robertson.
Tell you what, whoever wins this game, it'll be well earned.
Robertson is 2 for 3 today. And he's going to make it to second easily as Boyson took off, and Lale could not get the ball out of his glove, and that probably cost Green River an out right there. It's a good throw to second.
All I can say is thank goodness for double elimination tournaments. Neither one of these teams deserve their season to end after a game like this. Both of these teams are looking good, and Torrington will have a fight on their hands tomorrow.
Called strike 1 as Hansen delivers a breaking pitch right over the heart of the plate. 1-1 count, runner at second. It's the winning run, Tegan Boyson. And squaring to bunt. They're going to get their guy to third. And it's going to throw it away. That's going to be the ball game. Boyson's going to come home. Fielding that ball was Hansen. And coming to first and delivering the ball toward first, it goes behind the first baseman and into right field. Tegan Boyson with the walk-off score. And the Douglas Cats will move on. They'll play the Cody Cubs tomorrow at 4 p.m.
We'll be right back after this with our post-game show. You're tuned in to the 2023 Single A State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
Get back to feeling your best with Evanston Regional Hospital Physical Therapy. If you find yourself struggling with pain or limited mobility in your everyday life, your recovery starts here. With a personalized treatment plan just for you, our experienced physical therapists will help you every step of the way to reach your goals and get back to doing what you love. Call us today to schedule an appointment. Evanston Regional Hospital, helping you get your life back.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Fresh, flavorful ingredients are what makes the best restaurants great. At El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant, each entree is prepared with only the freshest and tastiest ingredients. The menu includes everything from tacos to steak, fresh fruit waffles to omelets, and mouth-watering burgers to sandwiches. Come in and enjoy a meal today at the new El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant inside the Log Cabin on Bear River Drive.
Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth. And our postgame show, kick it off with the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston. Also, find them in Sheridan right here, as well as Gillette and Rock Springs. Your final score on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. It is Douglas 10, walking off the Knights 10-9. But I tell you what, Green River did not play like a number 4 seed, but Douglas has earned this win, and it's going to be a very fun game tomorrow against Cody.
Yeah, 1 win by the East today, 1 win by the West. You've got the number 1 seed out of the East in Douglas now meeting the West number 2 in Cody tomorrow at 4 o'clock. And in the loser-out game tomorrow morning at 10, it'll be, the number 3 team out of the East in Torrington playing the number 4 team out of the West in Green River. So if you just look at seeds on paper, you've got the matchups that would have been predicted, but today it was a great ball game, 9-9 fair. Green River probably played over their heads a little bit like they have been in this postseason, but I'll tell you what, Coach Ben Lale, his Green River Knights, no reason to hang their heads. They played a great ball game today. It was not a pitcher's game, but it was one that was fun, a lot of action, a lot of back and forth, little mini plots in the game, and a pretty good pitching outing today by Ashton Eldridge.
2 runs scored by Green River in the top of the first. Douglas responds with 6 in the second. Green River would outscore Douglas 7-0 until the bottom of the third, when Douglas would score 3 and then get the walk-off in the bottom of the 7th. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's in Evanston, Rock Springs, Gillette, and right here in Sheridan. We'll step aside. When we come back, we will have more of our post-game show. You're tuned in to the 2023 Single A State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Napa know-how isn't just for guys like this. Power tools. Every driver deserves quality parts. Practical. And cool. So you can do it yourself with Napa Auto Parts, or get it done for you at a Napa Auto Care Center. Which means Napa know-how is for you, karaoke car lady. And never popped a hood guy.
I can pop a hood.
You too, Mr. Park a mile away. Oh yeah. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how. Covalos, your one-stop farm and auto shop.
Helping young people grow into productive adults is like putting a puzzle together. Each aspect of life is equal to one puzzle piece. Restful sleep, a healthy breakfast, a positive experience at home before school sets the tone for the whole day. Positive student interaction with teachers, district staff, coaches, and peers all add to the puzzle. At Uinta County School District Number 6, we work hard to make each puzzle piece meaningful and powerful for every student. By working together, we can help every student grow into a masterpiece. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
Hey there, I'm Jake Major, your local Medicare and insurance benefits advisor for the Bullock Agency of Wyoming. With over 25 years of experience protecting families in rural America, we understand the importance of having an affordable insurance coverage. Whether you're searching for extra coverage or looking to understand and switch your Medicare options, I can help you find a range of top-rated insurance companies and tailor-made packages based on your needs. Call me, Jake Major, today at 307-209-4685 and let's discuss your insurance options. We're the Bullock Agency of Wyoming, when benefits matter.
Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth and our post-game coaches show, brought to you by Jake Major with the Bullock Agency of Wyoming. Joining us now, we have winner of this one, the Douglas Cats manager, Travis Mortimer. And Coach Mortimer, you guys have kind of made a habit of walk-offs. You won the district championship in a walk-off, and then you just took down this one against Green River. First off, what can you say about kind of the Knights? I mean, they're the number 4 seed out of the West, but, man, they played like they were ready to make some noise a little bit.
Absolutely. Ben always puts a great product on the field, so I knew coming into this that it wasn't going to be an easy layover, and we had to come ready to play.
Talk to me about if you could boil down the characteristics of your team down to one thing that led to your success today, what would it be?
Just perseverance and trusting each other. So, we go out there, we make a couple of blunders, and the next guy's going to pick us up. And I always tell them every time, win the inning and keep it close. Give us a chance.
You guys now have Cody. You haven't seen them this year, of course, but you are not in single A baseball if you haven't heard of the Cody Cubs. Their reputation's there. They played a great game against Torrington. What are you guys expecting tomorrow afternoon?
Just keep doing what got us here. That's pitching, defense, 2-out hitting, and the effort and hustle. Outwork them and play our game.
That is Douglas Cats manager Travis Mortimer. Coach Mortimer, thank you so much for the time.
Awesome.
Congratulations
thank you.
On the win, and we'll see you next time. Anything else?
Nope. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, moving on in our post-game show, we have our Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game. And, Cody, I don't think it gets more clutch, maybe not precision, but clutch than that RBI to walk off the game for Douglas.
Well, it was a gutsy call. It's always a gutsy call as a coach when you call a bunt, but you called 2 bunts in that inning, and you forced Green River to make a play, and you had a fast kid on the bases and your winning pitcher, Tegan Boyson, and they just made it happen. And, great play. Just a ball that got a little bit behind the first baseman as he ran toward first, and the winning run walks in and scores, and all smiles for the Cats. And, now a tough matchup tomorrow for Green River as they've got to come back and beat a Torrington squad that played okay today against Cody, but if you're Green River, you got to just keep playing your game. You got to keep playing the same way because they left it all on the field today, and they have nothing to be ashamed of. A great game for that Sweetwater County team today.
That's your Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll wrap things up from Game 2. It's your final score, Douglas 10, Green River 9 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. You're tuned in to the 2023 Single A State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
I don't know about you, but every time I go to the grocery store, I'm filled with anxiety. Do I have enough money? Meat prices have doubled. How can I ever work on food storage when I can hardly afford food for this week? Wyoming Wild Meats and Lyman is the solution. Weekly specials are posted on Facebook. Beef, pork, chicken for one meal or a mixed order to fill the freezer. You will find quality Gosner cheese and milk products and delicious bread. Because overhead is low, the savings are passed to every customer. Wyoming Wild Meats, offering fresh domestic meats.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankham. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankham, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankham at 789-8910.
It's a great time to check out the digital banking options at Trona Valley Federal Credit Union and skip the trip. Members who enroll in digital banking can make deposits remotely, check bank balances, transfer money between accounts, make loan payments, and use automatic bill pay options. You can even connect Quicken or QuickBooks to your Trona Valley digital banking accounts. Learn how digital banking with Trona Valley Federal Credit Union can make your life simpler. Stop in today. Member NCUA. Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When you get to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. Best Western Dunmar Inn, Evanston.
I'm Officer Kevin Malatesta, Public Information Officer for the Cheyenne Police Department. Cheyenne Police Department for the May mobilization is really looking for people who aren't seatbelted in their cars. It's a secondary violation in Wyoming, but as we make traffic stops for speeding, cell phones, whatever it may be, we're going to be looking to make sure that people have their seatbelts on. As we've gone over, seatbelts do save lives, and way too many people in Wyoming aren't wearing them. We want to make sure that people get home, get home safely, get to see their families again. So if they're involved in a car accident and that seatbelt is on, there's a much higher likelihood of that person making it through that accident, making it through without injuries even. When we have crashes without seatbelts, the consequences are much more severe.
The strategic plan for Una County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uinta County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
Early mornings, tired muscles, pride, and grit. At Varsity Inc., we know how much work goes into building competitive teams. We work hard providing the gear you need to celebrate the teams you love. Be your athlete's biggest fan in apparel from Varsity Inc. Come in today, 926 Main Street, Evanston.
Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth, live on mylocalradio.com. It's time to wrap things up here for Game 2 with our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Pepsi, that's what I like. And Cody, what do we like?
Well, I like several players, but I'm partial to the guy that finished the game on the mound, that scored the winning run.
Yeah.
Tegan Boyson was just outstanding. He came in a real pressure-packed situation. At one point, we thought Mortimer was going to take him out. They talked about it. Mortimer had the ball in his hand, and then he put it back in Boyson's hand and said, finish it, and he did. And then he gets on a bunt and scores the winning, actually single, comes around on 2 bunts and then scores. So, boy, he was a player today.
Absolutely. So Tegan Boyson is our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Pepsi, that's what I like. That's going to wrap things up for game number 2. We got game number 3 starting at 4 o'clock, featuring the number 2 team out of the East, the Casper Drillers, taking on the number 3 team out of the West, I want to say Manila, but it's the Level Mustangs. And we'll get started with that around 3:30. On behalf of our broadcast crew here, we've got the great Cody Beers. I'm Elan saying we'll see you guys then at 3:30. Thank you guys so much, and take care.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on mylocalradio.com.